I call this regular meeting of the Comal ISD Board of Trustees to order at 7 p.m. on January 22nd, 2026. Let the record show that a quorum of board members is present, that this meeting has been duly called, and that notice of this meeting has been posted in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act, Texas Government Code, Chapter 551.071 through 551.089. Good evening, board members, district staff members, and members of the audience. We will begin this meeting as we do every meeting. You are free to join me in standing as Ms. Amy Shaw leads us in a word of prayer, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance and the pledge to the Texas flag, which will be student-led.
Let us pray together if you so choose. Lord, as we begin this new year and gather for this meeting, we pause with gratitude for this Comal ISD community, the families, the teachers, and all who support them. Everyone working together to ensure every child is known, safe, challenged, and inspired to create their future in an ever-changing world. May all, especially our elected officials, remember that a strong public education system is the foundation of opportunity and a thriving democracy, and that supporting our public schools is the best investment they can make in our collective futures. As we move through this new year, may our actions strengthen our schools, support our educators and staff, and honor the trust placed in us by families and our community. In your name we pray. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one indivisible.
All right, thank you, everyone. As a district, we dedicate our efforts and resources to our motto, Growing Greatness. The board uses this motto to guide all deliberations, decisions, and actions. You'll get to see all deliberations, decisions, and actions of the board in open session, with the exception of some items which may be discussed in closed session, as stipulated in the Texas Government Code, Section 551, commonly known as the Open Meetings Law. These items typically deal with personnel matters, consultation with our attorney, and real estate. For the record, the board members present are David Krasinski, Amanda Jones, Russ Garner, Jason York, Tim Hennessy, Amy Shaw, and myself, Courtney Biasotti. We constitute a quorum and may conduct business on behalf of the district. Before moving on to the next agenda item, I'd like to remind you that the board will accept comments from citizens of the district and from district employees. Persons who wish to speak during public comment audience participation must have completed a form for this purpose and place it in the designated location prior to the opening of the meeting. When the board addresses agenda item number 3, public comment audience participation, you'll be invited to the podium to speak to the board. The first agenda item is item number 2, board recognition. I will now turn it over to Ms. Christina Eckert.
Good evening, Madam President, Board of Trustees, and Dr. Chapman. We are excited to share recognitions with you this evening and appreciate the students and the parents who took time to be here with us tonight to be recognized. We want to let parents know also that you will have time after every group is recognized to take pictures. We'll stop and pause, so you don't have to try and capture everything right then. Ooh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Okay, we begin tonight with this year's Comal Speaks and Comal Shake district champions. They also recited our pledges this evening. For 12 years, the district has hosted the Comal Shake competition, which encourages elementary students to develop their interpersonal skills by starting conversations, showing confidence, and shaking hands. Our 2025-2026 Comal Shake district champion is Robert Osuna from Raw Bulverde Elementary. This year marks the 9th anniversary of the Comal Speaks program, which challenges middle school students to prepare and present speeches to judges on topics related to Comal commitment character traits. Our 2025-2026 Comal Speaks district champion is Dawson Santo, a 7th grade student from Churchill Middle School. Our final recognition for this evening is the 2025 State 5A UIL Division I football champions, the Smithson Valley Rangers. In a battle of the Rangers, Smithson Valley defeated Frisco Lone Star 28-6 on December 19th in Arlington. And it's the school's 2nd state championship and a back-to-back championship. Yeah. So, captains of this championship team are here tonight to represent the entire team. Our first honoree tonight is Aiden Veretz. Colton Hornsby.
Thank you so much. Love that.
and Justin Roberts. Also joining us tonight, it says athletic secretary, but she's way more than that. And head czar is kind of what this says. Donna Moore. And the man who needs no introduction at all, athletic coordinator and head coach, Larry Hill. Congratulations to all of our honorees. We have one final recognition, and that is for you all tonight. We would like to honor you and thank you for all that you do for our students and families. If you would join us on the front row. So every January across the state of Texas, school districts and communities honor the community volunteers who serve on their local school boards. The 2026 school board recognition theme is Our Future is Public. In Texas, school board members are elected by the community who trust them to do what is best for students. This connection ensures that the board members are accountable to local voters, that they're attuned to the needs of their students, and they're dedicated to a brighter future. As you can see, our boardroom is decorated tonight with messages from students across the district, their way of saying thank you for all that you do for our students, for our staff, and for our community. Before we get started, I do want to recognize some of the students who've already participated in tonight's meeting. The Piper High School Navy JROTC, under the direction of NSI Senior Chief Craig Steele, provided the presentation of colors. The Pitch Pipers from Piper High School, under the direction of Drew Specht, provided the national anthem. This year's Comal Speaks champion, Dawson Santo, recited the Pledge of Allegiance, and this year's Comal Shake champion, Robert Osuna, recited the Texas Pledge. If you would turn your attention to the video presentation.
January is School Board Appreciation Month, and while we set aside this time each year to formally recognize our trustees, I have the honor of working with them all year in service of our students, staff, families of Comal ISD. I see their care and commitment up close, on our campuses, in our classrooms, and in the moments that matter most. They show up for our students, whether they're cheering at a game, applauding at performances, or sitting with our youngest learners. Much of their most meaningful work happens quietly and behind the scenes. Our trustees listen. They ask thoughtful questions. They bring the voice of our communities to the table and help guide the direction of our district with care and intention. Together, we set goals that keep students at the center of every decision, strengthening early literacy, building math fluency, and ensuring our graduates are prepared for college, career, and military service. Our trustees serve as volunteers, generously giving of their time, their expertise, and their heart in this work. They do so because they believe in public education, in the potential of every child, and in the future of Comal ISD. To our trustees, thank you. Thank you for your leadership, your dedication, and your steadfast commitment to our district.
The first performance we have for you this evening is from Piper High School's show choir, known as the Pitch Pipers, who will perform 2 songs. The choir is under the direction of Drew Speck.
Here's the thing, we started out friends. It was cool, but it was all pretend. Yeah, yeah. Since you've been gone, dedicated, and you took the time. Wasn't long till I called you mine. Yeah, yeah. Since you've been gone, and all you'd ever hear me say was how I pictured me with you. That's all you'd ever hear me say. But since you've been gone, I can't breathe for the first time. I'm so moving on, yeah, yeah. Thanks to you, now I get what I want. Since you've been gone.
Our next presentation features artwork by student artists from Canyon High School. Each trustee is receiving a special piece designed by 7 students. The students include Marley Ulabari, Alexis Alva, Audrey Rose, who designed 2 pieces, Kaylee Webb, Cabrina Houston, Ava Munoz, and Rayleigh Harms. These students are taught by Catherine Detheridge, Holly Spandau, and Kendall Estrada. Thank you so much for your artwork tonight. Our final performance of the night features a Garden Ridge Elementary music ensemble called Jeske's Jam, named for music teacher Jennifer Jeske, who is leading 2 instrumental numbers tonight. Thank you to all of our performers tonight who were just amazing. At this time, I would like to ask Dr. Chapman and members of the Executive Cabinet to line up in front of the dais. We would like to end this evening by presenting each of our trustees with an official certificate featuring this year's Our Future is Public design. So please come forward as your name is called. Yes, he's getting ready. He's getting ready for that. Our first honoree, Mrs. Courtney Biasotti, President. Mr. Russ Garner, Vice President. Mr. David Krasinski, Secretary. Mr. Tim Hennessy, Trustee. Mrs. Amanda Jones, Trustee. Mrs. Amy Shaw, Trustee. And Mr. Jason York, Trustee. Yes, yeah.
And now y'all get in front for a photo. Show off the board. Can you see?
this concludes our school board appreciation celebration. Thank you once more for everything that you do for our students, our families, and our communities.
That was cool.
Thank you, Dr. Chapman.
Yeah, that was great. Thank you.
Just phenomenal.
All right, thank you, guys. The next item on the agenda is number 3, public comment audience participation. Persons who wish to speak during public comment audience participation must have completed a form for this purpose and placed it in the designated location prior to the opening of the meeting. Ms. Comstock, do we have any requests for public comment audience participation? Before we begin, I'll remind our audience members of the board's procedures for handling public comment and audience participation. Anyone interested to speak in person during public comment audience participation must have completed a form and listed the topic they wish to discuss prior to the start of the meeting. Each speaker will be allowed to speak once during public comment audience participation and will be allowed a maximum of 3 minutes to address the board, dictated by Board Policy BED Local. Because the board wants to hear from as many of you as possible while also keeping the meeting running efficiently, groups of more than 5 people who want to present a particular viewpoint on a topic should appoint one person to speak on behalf of their group. Please remember that the board cannot deliberate on any subject that is not included in the agenda for this meeting. Board members will listen to comments but will not respond or answer questions. We also ask that you not discuss students who are not your own. The timer will be shown on the screen in front of you and will begin when you arrive at the microphone to speak. Again, that speaker's presentation will be limited to 3 minutes. Our first speaker this evening will be Ms. Adriana Bonilla.
Am I ready? All set? Okay. Good evening. As a parent of Comal ISD student, I'm concerned with the lack of transparency in the book feedback and review process. I have submitted multiple feedback forms requesting the removal of books that were on the purchase list due to them being indecent or profane content. I made several to obtain copies so that I can have for my own records. However, there was no clear confirmation with the follow-through. This raises important questions. Who reviews these feedback forms? At what stage? And do board members ever receive or review them? By definition, indecent or profane materials should not be accessible to children. I'm asking Comal ISD to be transparent and to consistently follow the laws and policies already in place rather than selectively applying them. A simple solution for full transparency would be publicly posting the book titles and the reason feedback forms were submitted on the district website along with the board agenda prior to any meeting where the library materials are voted on. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. Our next speaker will be Mr. Ken Kniper.
President Diasati, school board members, Dr. Chapman. On my form, I said I want to talk about the school board. It's not negative, it's positive. Because if I see any of you at any event, on any campus, not just my home campus of Davenport, but I've seen some of you at Smithson Valley, I've seen some of you at Piper, and you always speak. It's always been a very pleasant conversation I've had with all of you. And you all seem to be very enthused and very concerned about what goes on at the schools. I do not have any problems with the school board. I don't envy your positions because I know it's not an easy one. I listened. I wasn't here for December, so I'm glad I wasn't, because we don't have a toxic culture at Davenport. I've never heard negative comments to our coaches or their families. They're well received. Matter of fact, I was at a boys basketball game Tuesday night, And our head basketball coach's son, who's about maybe 3.5 to 4 years old, he's walking up and giving all the young, the student body boys high fives, and they're giving him high fives back. And this is the kind of behavior we want out of our youngsters. And yesterday I got our girls cheerleaders actually got to see one of the few wrestling matches they ever get to watch, because they're practicing, because their trip was canceled because of the weather this weekend to nationals in Dallas and Fort Worth area, which they well understood. They were a little disappointed, needless to say, but they understood that you were concerned for their welfare. And so am I, not as a parent, but as their honorary grandparent. Wouldn't want to see one of them hurt in an accident. Buses are big, but they also, when they start to slide on ice, they can be a terrible instrument. Also, on the next bond issue, Davenport could use a little love. I'm not looking for field houses. I'm not looking for expansion to softball fields, like bleachers or baseball bleachers. I would like to see maybe some academic expansion. We are supposed to get 2 more wings added on. If we can't get 2, maybe we can get 1. Right now, yes, we're staying 4A, but I've got a feeling it won't be far, because they keep lowering the number somehow, that will be 5A soon. And once we get to be that classification, we won't have enough seats. Last year, one of our football games against Kerrville, their band did not even have a place in our stadium. They had to, in the stadium seats. They had to stand on the side of the field. I don't think that's appropriate, but I understand. Academics first, athletics gets last. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Jonathan Marquez.
Members of the board, Happy New Year. My name is Jonathan Marquez, and I'm here tonight as a frustrated parent and more so a frustrated father. As a father, it's my duty and priority to protect my children at all costs. I'm frustrated because as elected board members, it's your duty to ensure children's public safety is priority number 1 and never an afterthought. Right now, Comal ISD determines whether a child qualifies for a bus ride based on distance. But what is missing from that calculation is the most important factor of all, the safety of the route itself. Currently, at Danville Middle School, students are expected to walk along roads with no continuous sidewalks. If the kids aren't on the road during busy pickup and drop-off times, they are forced to walk through thorny brush and dangerous Texas wildlife there. These are not made-up risks. These are real-world daily dangers. What concerns me most is this. Parents should not have to become a lobbyist to fix this. More so, I should not have to petition the city of Schertz. I should not have to attend multiple city council meetings to get this accomplished. I should not have to chase departments, commissioners, and board members to rectify a legitimate and real safety concern. When a district decides not to provide transportation, it is not enough to say they live close enough. The district must also ask, is the route home safe? If the answer is no, then the responsibility does not disappear, it simply shifts. And right now, it has shifted to me and the city of Schertz to fix a problem that should have been considered from the beginning. Yet at the same time, I understand the school was built in 2018, and some of you may not have been in your positions at the time. So I'm not attacking any individual, I'm attacking the process. Comal ISD plans school. Comal ISD defines attendance zones. Comal ISD determines transportation eligibility. With that authority comes responsibility to ensure the most vulnerable members of our community are protected, our children. More so, it's so feasible. It's so feasible from Comal, from Danville Middle School to just the highway. There's gaps there that could have been done during building stages that now I'm having to attend all these meetings. I'm frustrated. I coach 2 YMCA teams, full-time job, kids in chess, I just really want you guys to take that into consideration when you force children to walk. And I want to foster a walking. I want my daughter to ride her bike to school. No bike racks. Just want to say we should think about the route that our children are being forced to take. Thank you.
Thank you. Next agenda item is number 4, Board President's comments. I would just like to say to those of you that are still here, thank you for celebrating the board tonight. We all love this district, and more important than us is you, staff and students of Comal ISD. You are why we sit up here and make decisions for the district, and I can wholeheartedly say that you, students and staff, are our why, so thank you. Our next agenda item is number 5, Superintendent Reports and Board Information, and 5A, Intruder Detection Audit Finding. I will turn it over to Mr. Doug Whitehead.
Good evening, Madam President, members of the board, and Dr. Chapman. This is a summary of the Comal ISD compliance and corrective actions related to the Texas Education Agency intruder detection audits. The Texas Education Agency, TEA, initiated intruder detection audits in June of 2022. For the current school year, TEA has completed 22 audits within Comal ISD. The following summarizes the key actions from the audit conducted on December 2nd, 2025. Training for campus staff. In-person training was provided to all campus staff, emphasizing the importance of ensuring all exterior doors are properly closed, locked, and latched. Development of a school safety improvement plan. A comprehensive plan of action was developed to improve school safety procedures. This plan prioritizes the maintenance and timely completion of work orders related to exterior doors. Review with the District School Safety and Security Committee. The findings from the audits and subsequent corrective actions will be reviewed with the District School Safety and Security Committee on April 16, 2026. Notification to the board. Specific details of the findings are prohibited from being discussed in open sessions as per TEA guidelines. And this concludes the presentation on the intruder detection audits and the corresponding corrective measures implemented. Comal ISD remains committed to the safety and security of all its campuses, students, and staff. Thank you.
Thank you. We will proceed to our next agenda item number 6, consent agenda. The consent agenda is a mechanism that the board uses to approve a number of routine items together with a single vote. In compliance with the Texas Open Meetings Act, the public notice for this meeting includes the list of all consent agenda items, and the board has been provided ample information about these items in advance. Prior to any action taken on the consent agenda, board members may request withdrawal of individual items for clarification or discussion. Board members, are there any items to be removed from the consent agenda at this time? Hearing none and seeing none, board members, do I have a motion regarding the consent agenda?
Madam President,
Ms. Jones,
I move to approve the consent agenda items as presented.
is there any discussion? I have a motion from Ms. Jones. Do I have a second? I have a second from Mr. Hennessy. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor, raise your hand. With a vote of 7 in favor and 0 opposed, the motion carries. There are no items to be removed from 7A, so we'll skip down to 7B. The next agenda item is 7B, consideration and possible approval of the 26-27 and 27-28 academic calendars. I will turn it over to Dr. Ben Peacock.
Good evening, Board of Trustees, Madam President, and Dr. Chapman. This past December, at our most recent Board of Trustees meeting, we presented draft calendars for the 2026, 2027, and 2027-2028 academic school years. We reviewed the calendar process, described the details of each calendar, and outlined the valuable contributions from our District Educational Improvement Council. We also explained how the calendars brought before you met all of the recommendations set forth by the DEIC. After many months of community collaboration and teamwork, tonight we ask the Board of Trustees to approve the 2026, 2027, and 2027-2028 academic calendars as presented. I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Board members, do we have any discussion? I would just like to say thank you to your leadership and DEIC for their work in putting these calendars together. Do I have a motion regarding this agenda item? Mr. Krasinski?
I move to approve the 2026, 2027, and 2027-2028 academic calendars as presented.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor, raise your hand. With a vote of 7 in favor and 0 opposed, the motion carries. The next agenda item is number 8, closed session as authorized under Texas Government Code, including but not limited to sections 551.071, 551.072, 551.074, 551.076, 551.082, 551.0821, 551.084, and 551.089. Item 8A, pursuant to Texas Government Code sections 551.074 for the purpose of considering the appointment, employment, evaluation, reassignment, duties, discipline, or dismissal of a public officer, employee, or to hear complaints or charges against a public officer or employee. Conduct the superintendent's summative evaluation to discuss contract amendment. Audience members, you are welcome to remain in the boardroom. As board members recess for deliberation, the time is now 7:52. Reconvening in open session, and the time is 8:56 p.m. Then next agenda item is number 9, action item, and 9A, consider and take action on the contract amendment to the employment contract of the superintendent. Do I read this? It says my name. That's it? Is there any discussion, board? Do I have a motion regarding?
Madam President,
Yes, Mr. Hennessy.
I move to approve the contract amendment to the employment contract of the superintendent as discussed in closed session.
I have a motion from Mr. Hennessy and a second from Mr. York. Any further discussion? All those in favor, raise your hand. With a vote of 7 in favor and 0 opposed, the motion carries. Our last agenda item of the evening is item number 10, adjournment. We will hold a board workshop on Thursday, February 5th at 6:30 p.m. And our next regular scheduled board meeting will be on Thursday, February 26th at 7 p.m. here in the Support Services Boardroom. Ladies and gentlemen, there being no further business, the meeting is adjourned at 8:57.